dream I know, deep up my feelings for you. Watch.
President Bola Tinubu has lauded the contributions of workers in Nigeria to the growth of the country. But people all of a sudden, they don't devalue workers. Moving on, we have the courts have dismissed suits seeking Ighodalo's disqualification from Edo State poll. Alright, my people, but before we proceed, welcome back to this wonderful channel as we bring you back-to-back updates and information as they hot. In case it's your first time of joining this wonderful channel, kindly subscribe, like, comment, share, and also the notification bell so that whenever all this drop, now you go be the first to watch up. My people, don't be small kata they happen for this country. To all our amazing subscribers, thank you so much for joining us. To all our viewers out there, thank you so much for joining us. The news. President Bola Tinubu has lauded the contributions of the workers in Nigeria to the growth of the country. He gave the commendation in his address to the workers presented by Vice President Kashim Shettima at the event to mark the 2024 Workers' Day in Abuja on Wednesday. President Bola Tinubu said that the federal government is open to receive the recommendations of the Committee on the New National Minimum Wage. He assured workers that the reform agenda of the current administration is geared towards the progress of Nigeria. Meanwhile, the federal government says that although the three-party Committee on National Minimum Wage is yet to conclude their negotiation, that workers will not lose anything as the new minimum wage will take effect from May 1st, 2024. The Minister of State Labour, Nkiruka Onyeji-Ocha, stated this on Wednesday while addressing Nigerian workers at the May Day celebration in Abuja. She said that it is a regrettable thing that the new national minimum wage is not ready before today, but a wide consultation is ongoing to ensure that the document is out today as soon as possible. The Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress have at their various times called on the administration of President Bola Tinubu to hasten an upward review of wage award. Also, the organized labor demanded 615,000 as the new minimum wage for workers to cope with many economic realities and high cost of living in Nigeria. The labor union said that the current minimum wage of 30,000 can no longer cater for their well-being of an average Nigerian workers. They lamented that not all governors are paying the current wage award, which expired in April, that 5 years after the Minimum Wage Act of 2019 was signed by former President Muhammadu Buhari, that the act is to be reviewed every 5 years to meet up with the contemporary economic demand of workers. Same Nigerian workers, people in government are treating like shit. Labor law zero, minimum wage zero. Nothing to celebrate today, honestly, with the way things are going in this country. No joy for this Workers' Day. The removal of subsidies saw the price per litre of the premium commodity jumping from 184 to about 600 per litre. The move added the deregulation of the oil sector, which has inflated untold hardship on Nigerians with the price of basic commodity going through the roof. High cost of living protests subsequently broke out across the country, with labor union demanding new minimum wage for workers to cope with the inflationary pressures. The government has continued to placate citizens with the introduction of palliative as interim intervention and encourage them to endure the pain of the moment, which means they're never even ready to solve the problem where they're at hand. So guys, I go like, make I know what I think about this matter in the comment section. Let's give the conversation live in our conversation. Moving on to the next one. Justice Inyangiko of the Federal High Court in Abuja on Tuesday dismissed two separate suits challenging the emergency of Asu Ighodalo as the winner of the free 2022 governorship primary of the People Democratic Party in Edo State. The court ruled that the plaintiff lacked the local standing to file the suits. The first suit marked FHC ABJ/CS/195/2024 was filed by one Adizetu Umuru, while the second one marked FHC/ABJ/CS/196/2024 was filed by Moses Alabi and Christopher Obore. The listed defendants in the suit were the Independent National Electoral Commission, the PDP Acting National Chairman Umar Damago, Setoji, PDP National Working Committee, and the party's National Executive Committee. All three plaintiffs in separate motion filed on February 19 to sought an interim order of the court restraining Ighodalo from using the list of what congresses held on February 4th for the purpose of conducting the PDP primary in Edo State, which held on February 22 pending the hearing and determination of the main suits. Justice Ikwo, in his judgment, held that the plaintiff failed to convince the court or show sufficient direct and tangible personal interest that could lead the court to nullify the primary election. The court maintained that the plaintiff did not establish how their individual interests were affected or jeopardized by the primary election. Justice Ikwo stated that the plaintiff did not establish whether they were eligible to participate in the election or they were prevented, and they didn't even say either if there is any wrongdoings that was displayed during the election. So in that case, Justice Ikwo hereby dismisses the suit seeking Ighodalo disqualification from a dope hole. People, this issue started during February 22, 2024, whereby the Edo State Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu dragged the party candidate Dr. Asu Ighodalo, the People Democratic Party, and the Independent National Electoral Commission before the Federal High Court in Abuja over the party primary held on February 22, 2024. Shaibu is currently embattled following the impeachment threat from the Edo State House of Assembly, seeking an order of the court nullifying the PDP declaration of Ighodalo as candidate of the party in the governorship primary election. The deputy governor, through his counsel Doyin Awoyele, is also seeking an order of the court directing PDP to withdraw the certificate of return issued to Asu Ighodalo, saying that he is not the rightful owner. According to Philip Shaibu, he said Asu Ighodalo emerged from an invalid and unlawful governorship primary election, that him himself, Philip Shaibu, that he is the rightful owner of that certificate of return. Philip Shaibu went further, seeking an order of injunction restraining Asu Ighodalo from parading himself as the duly nominated governorship candidate of the PDP in the forthcoming Edo State governorship election that is scheduled for September 21, 2024. The first originating summon, it's seeking an order of injunction restraining the first defendant, that is INEC, from accepting or recognizing the name of the fourth defendant as the governorship candidate of the second defendant in the 2024 Edo State governorship election, scheduled to be conducted by the first defendant, that is INEC, on the 21st of September 2024. There was also an order presented to the Honorable Court restraining the all defendants, the agents, the representative, the August chapter that tampered or discard the delegate list that emerged from the second defendant congresses of 4th February 2024 and the 10th February 2024 conducted by the National Working Committee of the second defendant. And there was also an order that was presented to the Honorable Court mandating that the second defendant, that is INEC, should conduct a fresh governorship primary election for the nomination of the governorship candidate for the second defendant in the Edo State governorship election 2024. So my people, the matter don't dey court since. And now Justice Ikwo said that they've not presented any tangible evidence to prove Ighodalo disqualification. So he thereby dismissed the suit. So guys, I would like to know your thoughts. Your contributions, opinions are in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Once again, thank you all so much for staying to us. Alright, my people, on this note, we have come to the end of today's segment. Like, comment, honest, stay safe, guys. Bye.